Hi, this is PJ. I'm a game designer, and today we're going to watch the trailer for the new Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I think Call of Duty is a series that needs no introduction. Everybody knows about Call of Duty. This game has been released 5 days ago, and I just want to jump in and see the trailer. I haven't played a Call of Duty in a long time. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know if they are going to stick to the how the old formula worked or if they are going to try something new. So let's watch the trailer and take our own conclusions. Ooh.
The Cold War is over.
My guess is that they're planning a spectacle of some kind. Something that'll scare the hell out of people.
Coalition forces launched the operation 2 weeks ago against Saddam Hussein. They're taking out as many strategic targets from the air as possible.
Do it.
Stations weapon free.
It's a biological weapon. And they put this in Saddam's hands too?
Isn't that your friend?
The nature of our enemy is unclear now.
We're not alone. They would kill each one of you given the open shot.
Time we had a chat.
Pre-order the Vault Edition now.
Okay, sorry. Start the trailer by mistake. Yeah, I was afraid this would happen. Usually those big franchises, those big names, they are so well established into the mind of gamers and they have such a very trustful player base that they don't even need to show any gameplay. This is one of those types of trailers. So let's try and react to what we saw. So first of all, this trailer has no gameplay footage, or if there is, it is very minimal. It is purely cinematics to show you the story and to show you what the focus of those missions are, who you're going to be playing as, and it is to sell you a vibe so you can connect to it and you get hyped to buy the game. Right out of the bat, we can see that this is supposed to be happening in the older days, maybe 20 years, 30 years. I'm sorry, I'm not too deep into politics, especially in foreign politics. So I know those two figures, but I don't know exactly what year this is supposed to be portrayed as. Then you can see many, it is a combination of historical events. This is the wall of Berlin, that is the Berlin Wall that was demolished. And you can see a date here, November 10th of 1989. So we have a date. We have a date to what this game is supposed to be happening or similar to this date. And it is a mixture of historical events and those cinematic footages. You see game engine footage and cinematics, so it is not trying to fool its player base. This is completely cinematics. This calls for Gorbachev calls for change of Gorbachev. Sorry, Cold War's coming, so it is that fear of the Cold War. But I believe the trailer, they say the Cold War ended. I think this is Washington because of this monument. I think this is supposed to be Washington D.C. Might be wrong. Parachutes. Then you can see like an attack is happening at this gala. Yeah, I think I like this scene with the dices and the face that is a bunch of schools. Schools is a schools are very symbolic to Call of Duty, I believe. Yeah, we see so many cutscenes. Maybe this is those who are fans of Call of Duty. Please say in the comments if those are familiar faces. Maybe those characters are important to the franchise. I am not familiar with them. So we have this all this vibe. It is very similar to what you would expect from Call of Duty games, a bunch of war themes and conflict and guns and shootings, but they are mixed with this historical event. And I think Call of Duty has done this a couple of times, to portray war and gameplay with those historical events. This is really well done. I think this is cinematic, but it could be mistaken with real footage, like something that really happened. I just don't think that it is because of the way that the camera is moving. It is too stiff, so I don't think this is real. This is just cinematic, but it is really well done. A franchise as big as Call of Duty, you would expect graphics hyper realistic. This is very well done, very realistic. I like that scene with the chopper on fire. This very well done, very action. It gets you pumped for playing the game. Truth, lies. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This might be gameplay. I think this is gameplay, but done in a cinematic camera. But maybe this is gameplay. I think this is gameplay. This scene and this scene, the way that he's moving, and how stiff the face looks for this composition. Since you are showing a character and showing his face, you would expect to show some emotion to convey better the scene. This is how many scenes are directed. When you have a character and you can see its face, it is really important that you can convey the right emotion, the face of the actor, or in this case, this model here. So by the way that this face is very stiff, and the movement is also a little bit stiff, although the action is cool, like you are jumping over an obstacle. I believe this is a gameplay scene. So maybe this is an action that you can do in this Call of Duty if this wasn't already a common action in the other games. Maybe you can expect to be able to jump over obstacles and shoot the air at the same time. And you see in that scene there was nothing written down here saying that this was only cinematic. So maybe this really was an action sequence. Yeah. So that was it. That was the trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Unfortunately, not much in gameplay sequences for us to react, which is really my focus. I don't want to focus in purely cinematic scenes because I am not a cinema expert. I'm not a movie expert. I understand many of its compositions because they are very similar to how you can direct games and how you can elaborate a scene from a game. It can do the same way for movies. But since I'm not this type of expert, I focus solely on the gameplay elements, and unfortunately you don't get to see many of those elements in this trailer. But once again, it is understandable because this name has a weight. This name is very well known for the gamers, so you don't need to show much of its gameplay. Players already know what to expect. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this analysis of this trailer, a short one this time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.